The one thing you can predict with absolute certainty, that as the year goes on, the government will become increasingly shrill and put forward more and more daft ideas that would damage the BBC. Despite everything, despite all the scandals and the inefficiencies, still one of the most important institutions in this society, and one that works for most people most of the time. The other thing I'll be watching very carefully to see whether Richard Desmond actually does manage to sell Channel 5. Now, he's putting a 700 million price tag on it. Seems very toppish, very, very, very toppish to me. But I wouldn't be at all surprised if an American player came in. Finally, it should have come in years ago when ITV, 5 years ago, the ITV share price was at 23p. What a bargain that would have turned out to be, but they were too stupid to notice. They might now pay 500 million for Channel 5.
Those regular readers of Newsline will have seen that I've already made my obvious predictions and my outlandish predictions. But what I hope happens in 2014 is that we get some new young stars in media planning, because I think that the traders who have done a great job in running the big agency groups have hogged the limelight for too long, and I'd like to see some real stars in the areas of branded content and media partnership from the agency side. And from the media owner side, what I'd like to see is more collaboration. So I'd like to see media owners working for the benefit of advertising, and there I include people like Google and Facebook and Twitter, who regard themselves as technology companies, but last time I looked still were 99.9% funded by advertising. So I'd like them to embrace the advertising community from the boardroom down.
Okay, so I have two wishes for 2014. The first one is I want to see, I think media owners and agencies and clients have made huge strides into working together for doing partnerships for clients. I want to see more of those. I want to see more integration with agencies and media owners and clients doing bigger projects together. That would be one of the things. And I suppose the other thing is I want magazines to get their act together, because I feel out of every medium in 2013, magazines got left behind a bit, and I would like to see magazines come out fighting for the brilliance that they are and show people what they're going to do and what's new in that world.
So my predictions for the year ahead around two areas really. The first is where online advertising, which is where I sit, is going to be starting to look into real world data and join together real world data in the online environment in terms of being able to target an online environment. I think the other hot topic and subject that's really going to build this year is about viewability and verification of online ads. That is a major play. If you're not in that space and pushing that forward, I think you're going to be in trouble. And I think that's going to be a big headline for this year.
So my prediction for 2014, I think this will be the year when we finally start to get to grips with all the new technologies and the new things that have come along in the last 5 or 6 years. I think in the past we've got very excited about new shiny products and new shiny things, and that of course is great, but I think this will be the year when we finally work out what to do with all these things as opposed to actually inventing the things themselves.
My prediction for 2014, if you think about it, there's been 5 companies that have had the most impact on media over the last decade. Google, YouTube, Apple, Facebook, Twitter. The youngest of those is 8 years old now. So the question is there something out there that's going to blow everything apart, or is this year, as I suspect, going to be more about how those various things tie together and we start to understand what the media landscape's actually going to be like, as opposed to being in a state of perpetual revolution?
The wish is that the industry sorts itself out this year in terms of its transparency. We spent some time this afternoon talking about the transparent relationship between the media and their customers, the readers and viewers. Let's fold that back on ourselves and take away all this murk that's emerging in trading in multiple markups. That's my wish for 2014.